What's going on YouTube? Today is wow. Un momento, please. Today is May 26th. It's a Friday. I have to work today, but I figured I'm doing a car video probably tomorrow, for sure another one on Sunday. I'll talk more about that later. I'm just gonna do a vlog today and show you guys what a day in my life kind of looks like. Usually Fridays are a little bit more slow, a little bit more relaxed, so it'd be a good day for me to incorporate filming while working. I've been telling you guys my life is not that exciting during weekdays when I'm working. I'd rather show y'all than tell you, I guess, so I'll just show you. Also, at some point today, I want to go over like some car news, just some things that I've seen in the last week that I haven't had a chance to get the camera out, so I kind of want to like go over, and I feel like it'd be kind of cool to do. So yeah, let's get to it. So quick tip, this video is in 4K. Every video going forward should be 4K unless there's like an internet problem or I'm traveling. So watch videos in 4K. Anyway, it is right around 7:45 in the morning. Typically, this is around the time that I start working. Some days it's a lot earlier, some days it's a little bit later than I'd like. It really just depends if I was working the night before or if I went out or whatever I may have been doing the night before, honestly. So before I go get my Starbucks in the morning, which you guys obviously know is like a key part of my day, I typically check all the cloud servers that I am currently managing. DigitalOcean is my go-to kind of host. I have a couple in AWS, but mostly it's all DigitalOcean. And currently between the kind of 5 clients that I'm working with, I have right around 14 servers in the cloud that I manage. That's about it. While I'm waiting in line for Starbucks, I'm just gonna go over like, I guess what I do on a day-to-day basis. I would say like 80% of my time is spent being a software developer. Almost all of it at this point is server side. Everything from like database administration, actually building APIs, authentication layers, and business logic and all that, kind of how that builds into one server and creates kind of an internal ecosystem for a business to use. I would say the other 20% is doing some marketing on the side. Friends' companies, I just happen to know how to use Illustrator and Photoshop and all that, so I do a decent amount of marketing just for friends. And then also YouTube now has become, I wouldn't say 10%, I would say like 5%. I would love to get to the point where YouTube's like 30-40% of what I'm doing. Just out of nowhere, I know this is kind of unrelated, but I fucking have the best subscribers. I was talking to a friend the other day, and my subscriber base, although it's not giant, is ridiculously loyal. I mean, my average views on a video and the comments and the engagement, I guess, that you guys give me is much higher than people that have 5 times the subscriber base than I do. So thank you guys for staying so loyal. I definitely plan in the future on making YouTube more of like a staple of what I do. Hi, can I do a
55, thank you.
Thank you. Anyway, I definitely think if I put more time into it, you know, right now I'm saying like 5-10%. I think if I got YouTube to the point where it's like 30-40% of my time, I can definitely do some big things with it. And I have some things planned that I think will be kind of cool. You'll learn more about those as this channel keeps progressing. And I just noticed there's a huge smudge on my lens. So this is where my day gets super interesting, but this video gets super boring. I have a project I need to really work on. So for the next 3 to 5 hours, I'm gonna be working on that pretty extensively. So to not bore you guys to death, commence a time lapse now. So it's right around like 2 o'clock. I'm gonna grab some lunch. So there's a Mediterranean place here in Sugarland that I go to quite a bit. So I'm gonna head there. I recorded an entire 10-minute talk on the way home and it didn't sit. Hey, why are you on the balcony? How'd you even get here? Come on. All right, not playing with you. Okay, so what I was saying is that I recorded like a talk about like car news and stuff on the way home, but the mic messed up like always. So I lost that footage, and then I had someone call me, and then I had to go back to work, and then like 5 hours gone by of working, and now I'm done. So I'm about to go grab some dinner with some friends. I'm not gonna take the camera to that. I think Taylor and Matt are coming over a little bit later, and we'll play Nazi Zombies or something. I'll explain later, I'll show you all that. But right now I wanted to go over like some car news that I haven't had a chance to talk about just because I haven't made a video since it's happened. So 2 things. First off, as much as I don't want to admit it, BMW killed it with the 8 Series concept. If the actual car looks anything like the concept, I gotta give them the design looks awesome, the interior looks nice, and overall I like where they're headed. Now, they really need to make an M8. If they don't, I don't know why they wouldn't. And when they do make that car, it needs to have enough power to compete with like the S63 and the Bentley Supersport and stuff. But as long as they make it competitive, I think that's the first car they made recently that's kind of on the right track, in my opinion. Everything they've released recently has been like an economy, you know, compact hybrid car. That's the first thing they've released that kind of like, in my mind, is kind of, I don't know, it's impressing me. So, good job, BMW. Kind of changing my mind a little bit about you. I'm gonna get a little bit political. I know that's a terrible idea on YouTube, but fuck it. President of the United States, Donald Trump, is proposing a 35% import tax on all European manufacturers. So, you know, BMW, Mercedes, VW Group, all the brands they own. All these companies would essentially have to pay 35% tax on anything that they bring into the US to sell. And the US is a huge market for all those manufacturers. So, whether this happens or not, I'm not a political genius, even though for whatever reason, everyone in my generation thinks they're political geniuses. I try to stay out of politics, but that part of it would directly affect me, actually. I personally don't think manufacturers would just take that hit and roll over. Honestly, they can't. So in my mind, and feel free to comment down below and, you know, tell me if I'm wrong or you think I'm right or what you think they would do. If this does go through, I think the manufacturers would probably keep the low-end models the same price as they are now because they have to be competitive with other brands. But I think the higher-end models are going to get a price raise to kind of compensate for the difference. And I think the ultra-high-end models, you know, like the R8, the G-Wagon, stuff like that, I think those will go up dramatically. Also, what does that do for cars that are already in the US? Like my car. Perfect example. If new GT3s coming out in the future are 35% more expensive or more than that, then the pre-owned ones ideally should at least be more rare. I wouldn't think there'd be so many of them for sale in the market. I feel like people would probably start buying pre-owned more readily. And also, what does it do to service and maintenance? You know, does service and maintenance get kicked up to match all that? Or it's gonna be interesting to see how it plays out. So that's about it. I'm gonna go grab dinner, and when I come back, we'll keep going. So we're back from dinner, hanging out with Taylor. My cousin, who was in Colorado with us, is here as well. Playing Nazi Zombies. I bought the map pack that came out, I think like this week. All the original maps in Black Ops 3, so really cool. I like remember growing up with zombies. So I think we may go see Pirates of the Caribbean or something later on tonight, and I will probably make another video tomorrow, and for sure Sunday night Stance Wars is having a car meet here in Sugarland. You guys want to come out to that? Should be fun, and I'll make like a cool edit video of that, and that's it. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and catch you in the next one.
Peace.